Welcome back to Replica Builder. Getting back on this Gallardo today. So I was able to pull these two frame horns back into place. So very happy about that. I was also able to get the bend. If you remember, this was down like this. So I was able to get that out. I did get one small crack up here, just at the very edge here. So I'll have to address that at a later date. But I was able to get this thing, like I said, pulled in. I was able to get the bottom one actually pulled in again. So real happy about that. I've done some measurements and stuff off of my other frame sitting over there to compare it with. So I had to get creative on this. So what I did, some of it has fallen off since I used it, but I had this 2x3 3/16 wall steel tube left over from my frame. So I put that up on a 2x4 here, and then I put my pickup truck tire on the other side there to hold that down. And then I came back over here, and I've got this big piece of steel here that I blocked up between the frame here and this steel here. And then I came back up here and I cut this piece out. It's going to have to get replaced anyhow. So I was able to get in here and pull. I've got this portable crane hoist here that I worked out very well. I've got slack on it now because I'm done pulling, but that worked out great for pulling these back down into where they needed to be. So very happy with that. I think this side over here definitely is going to be able to be saved. So I started working on this side over here. I did cut off a piece that was on right here. It was all mangled up, so I just wanted to try to get it cut out to where I could see a little bit more of what I have to work with. So I'll probably be cutting this bottom one off here again. So what I'm going to do, that's a black line there that I made on there, so that's not a crack. That's just a Sharpie marker that I made on there. But I'm going to clean this up and get this some marks on here where I'm going to cut this so I can splice in the other portion of the frame. I'm going to do the same thing down here on this one here. And then I'm going to start cutting this one where I need it to be cut to put back up on there. So just a quick little overview of what I've done here. So it's not probably not the best way to go about it, but it was about the only thing that I can think of to do with what I had. So it did work out. I had to adjust things around a little bit with the tube here and that piece of steel. And then I also had to take a 2x4 and put up against this side of the steel to the wall over here just to keep it from popping out. So as you can see, my torch kit over here. So I did have to heat this up over here to get that to bend out, but pretty happy with how that turned out. It's not 100% perfect, but I think it's good enough to work. There's the other side, so looks very similar to that. So keep on watching, and I'll show you what I got here in just a little bit. So here I am back again. You can see I got these two frame rails all cut off, ready to accept the new frame. So they came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how they came out. The side over here, I went ahead and removed the piece there. Had one little bitty wrinkle right here, which I don't think is a big deal. I straightened it out as best I can, and I can fill this little gap here with some weld. I was able to save this piece here. I just took it off and cleaned it up. That way when I put the next one on there, I can just pull this over and weld it back on. So when I was doing this, I also noticed a little wrinkle right here. So you'll notice that this one's cut back a little bit. So I had to do that to cut that little wrinkle out. So that's all ready to go. Once I graft the other one on, I'll probably have to fill this in with a little piece of aluminum to go in there. But other than that, these two rails pulled out, like I said, pretty good. I'm happy with them. They're measuring up exactly to the same measurements of my other frame. So real happy with that. So that's where I'm at going with it. And hopefully next weekend I'll maybe get into cutting the new frame and start fitting it up on here. Maybe get into doing some spot welding. Not real sure, just going to have to see how it goes. I think one thing I'm going to go ahead and do is weld some metal on the inside, some aluminum on the inside, protruding past this on all of these sides. That way when I stick the other piece on there, it'll have some underneath backing to weld to. And then I can probably do some rosette welds in here to hold the aluminum inside. And I can do the same thing on the new frame, do some rosette welds to hold all that in even better. Probably won't be able to do it over here because this piece just welds flat onto here. So this side over here I think is almost pretty much done. I do have a bracket down here I need to bend out a little bit, and probably have to replicate that bracket because it's not on my other frame. So this bracket is actually a little bit different than what's on the other one. So I may have to wind up replicating that as well. I don't think that'll be a big deal for either one of those. But yeah, things are moving along really well. So I'm happy with where I'm at on this. I feel like I got a decent amount of work done today. So as soon as I get this front end on here and start getting the panels and everything on there and lined up, then it'll be time to start putting this in along with the transmission. And hopefully get this thing fired up and going. I did get the airbags for this. Can't really see them, but they're sitting down over here. So that's both the airbags with the controller. So I'll be changing those out here pretty shortly as well. So I want to thank everyone that watches my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, I appreciate it if you did. And you can follow along as we're building this car. And when I get done, then I'll get back into the Aventador. I'll probably be switching back and forth, but I'm going to spend a little time on this one just since I've got so many parts and stuff ready to go for it. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.